I read you're a stroke survivor.
Yes.
Going through that, what did it teach you about yourself? Were you more resilient than you had given yourself credit for? Did it make you more focused on legacy and impact? Tell me, from experiencing that stroke, how did it open up some different things in who you are and how you looked at yourself?
Yeah. Wow. You hit the nail on the head when you mentioned resiliency. It really brought a lot out of me that I didn't know was there. I'm 29 years old. I wake up one morning and I cannot feel or move the entire right side of my body. Relatively, well, I would say I was healthy, I'm regular checkups. Um, my weight class was normal for my height and my age. I'm active. And in full transparency, it was caused by the use of oral contraceptives. So, birth control, even though they have that little fine print that stroke and heart attacks and all those diseases are a side effect, a lot of people kind of bypass that because I guess the pros outweigh the cons for them. But I'm one of the people in the minority that did suffer a stroke from birth control use. Um, and it took me to a place where I'm a spiritual person. So it was just me and God. And I had to figure out, like, what am I supposed to learn from this? What can I give back to demonstrate and show people, like, this is how this happened. This is how you can avoid it. And how am I going to get through it myself at 29? I had to learn how to write again. Um, so there was a lot of questions I had. And, I saw an interview very recently with Lauren London, and she made a comment that you don't really have a true relationship with God until you're questioning him, until you're like mad at him. Like, why are you putting me in this situation? What did I do to deserve this? How am I going to claw my way out of it? Like, I'm 29. I'm a young Black woman. I'm trying to start my business, get my footing in corporate America, and I have to recover from a stroke. So, it brought a lot of strength, tenacity, resilience out of me that I didn't even know was there. I'd always considered myself a relatively strong person. But that's when I really knew, because I had to dig deep. I had to garner the strength to go through the therapy, to learn to write again. I had to, sit with my thoughts and process, like, yes, you had a stroke. And yes, we have to figure out how to move past it and get through it and heal from it. So there were a lot of moments where I questioned a lot of things, but I'm still here. I'm grateful for the opportunity. I had to sit down and think about things and kind of isolate myself for a while. And I wouldn't have had that time or opportunity to do that, but for that incident. So, HBCU week was born after the stroke. And from a different perspective, I also, focused in on my health at a different level. So I became more active than I was. I relied on the hereditary aspect of me just being a smaller person. Like, I don't really have to work out all the time to maintain my weight. But I still need to be active and make sure that I'm having some movement. So I changed that part of my lifestyle, and I implemented another diet, which I say this with a little bit of hesitation, because sometimes when people eliminate things from their diet, they look at other people like, why are you eating that? I'm not that person. I don't eat meat. I don't eat seafood, and it works for me. It feels good for me. That's a lifestyle choice that I adopted for me. And I encourage people to look at what works for them. Everybody doesn't have the same plan. Everybody doesn't have, there's no blueprint to health, right? There's different things for different people, but yeah, it changed some lifestyle things for me, and it really developed a strength that I didn't know I had.
On the first day of every one of my diets, and I've ate well for half the day, I ride past Popeyes and judge everybody. I'm like, what's wrong with you? So
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.